Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another banger episode from the Playoff Podcast. My name is Lionel Spacho. I'm here with my best buddies, Israel and JoJo. Today, we're going to be talking about a lot of things. First topic is going to be Cooper declaring for the draft. And then we're going to have the 2025 NBA playoffs. We're going to break it down for y'all. And then we also have a bracket challenge. This bracket challenge is very special. JoJo, you want to break it down for the viewers?
We're going to be posting a link to fill out one of these brackets at home. We're going to fill one out later in this podcast so you can see what we're doing. And if you finish the bracket, post it on your story, follow us, and tag the Playoff Podcast, you'll be entered to win some great prizes. We got some Trae Young shoes. We got some accessories that we'll get into later. Israel?
Our goal is to get 100K by the end of the year, before GTA 6 comes
Yes,
out.
before GTA 6.
Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and leave your comment down low what we should think about our next episode should be about.
And obviously, stay hydrated with Maine love.
Love,
But
man.
well, let's get into Cooper's Draft. We had to schedule an emergency meeting because he declared today as we're recording this.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. He declared today. And the first question is, do you think he's NBA ready right now?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think he showed that in college that he was just already levels above, and he's 18 playing at the college level. He should have been a senior, and he was already dominating at the highest level. So I think he's 100% NBA ready.
Yeah, or when he got invited to the U.S.
Olympics. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, the
Olympics.
USA team.
The
Yeah.
practices with like LeBron and AD,
Yeah.
he was like crossing up AD and stuff.
He was doing his thing, especially against a bunch of NBA talent, a
Yeah.
bunch of legends. That's a great sign that he's NBA ready.
And they were saying he was ready, too. Everyone was confident about him. They were like, oh, we can't wait for you to get there.
Yeah, but then there was also speculation that if he wasn't going to join or declare for the draft. So it's very cool that today he officially declared for the draft.
Yeah.
Social media like blew up. Everybody was talking about
Imagine
it.
if he stayed. Him, Cameron Boozer.
Oh my gosh, that would have been
That'd be an
crazy.
elite team. But the thing is, though, you can't just think about who he's playing with. You have to see who his competition is.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Draft
this
stocks,
year,
yeah.
draft stock, he's number one. And would you rather either go number one in the draft, or would you rather stay another year and then potentially lose it to other competition?
Especially that youth. Like right now, he's so young, and when he gets into that pool of NBA players, he's just gonna, I feel like, improve so much. Like even in college, I think he improved a lot from the beginning of the season to the end of the season, just playing with everybody, whether that was his IQ and getting experience or whether that was just playing against higher competition.
I mean, he could put LeBron, like, get in the NBA early and then learn from the legends, and then he can become a legend later on.
Speaking of joining LeBron, which team do you guys think he's going to join?
I personally think the Hornets.
Hornets.
Yeah, there's
that's-
a lot
yeah,
of
that's first
there's the
place.
three teams that he might go to. There's Utah Jazz, there's the Wizards, and also the Hornets. But which team do you think he would fit in more?
I still think the Hornets because of LaMelo. Him and LaMelo, that's great. The Wizards, they don't have a full roster. It would be cool to see him on a roster like that because he could really showcase all of his ability and potential. It's kind of like how like Wemby joined the Spurs and he was like he's automatically the top skilled player, so he can touch the ball every play.
I saw the draft stock of 2026, and it was like kind of like the same as this year. So if he gets, if the Wizards pick him, he could team up with probably two prospect.
No, he could either team up with Darian Peterson or AJ.
DeBanson.
Or AJ
Yeah,
DeBanson.
that'd be
So-
awesome.
That'd
AJ's
be
so fun
an
to
elite
watch.
team. That'd be a crazy team. And how do you think this is like historic for Maine?
I think it's crazy. It's like one of the first. He's gonna be probably the number one pick. Who are we kidding? And representing Maine, he's so vocal about Maine in his hometown, and it just means so much for Maine. You can even see with like the media. ESPN was up at Matt McKenzie's gym doing a little segment, like talking about Maine, and it's just he represents Maine so well, and he actually, you can tell he's a genuine person and cares about it. So I think he's just gonna bring Maine with him and grow Maine basketball, and you can see it even starting at a youth level, as you guys know. Like,
I think. Oh, my fault.
no, you're good. You're
But,
good.
yeah, I think that's like great for Maine and also for him as well. Because for Maine, I'm gonna say like his appearance in the NBA as a Mainer is great because obviously all like Maine people are gonna be watching his games. They're definitely gonna watch summer league. He's gonna basically set an example for all these young Maine basketball players that want to make it there and show that it's possible to make it there.
Yeah, it's like leading by example
Exactly.
almost, and I would say it's not crazy to say he's like the number one sports player coming out of Maine. So I think he's really gonna be the first person to make a huge national impact for Maine. We only have like million 7 people in this state. So it's crazy how much attention we're gonna get. It doesn't even make sense with how many people are here.
Especially the attention when he came to Maine. And imagine just
that gym was
going into
full.
Oh my, the main event.
Yeah,
the main event.
I didn't get to go to that. I wish I did.
it was so fun, especially at the Civic Center. Since we were on Team Maine at that time, we were able to sit like basically courtside. We're just a row away from the court.
Wow, that's
it was
awesome.
actually so fun. It was so cool.
Got to be inside.
Yeah, we got on the court. I think Tyrus did like some challenge, like the layup free throw 3-point challenge, and he won. And like there's like some big donation to somewhere. But yeah, it was awesome. It was a great.
Free pizza for
he got
a whole month.
Yeah, he got free pizza for a whole year.
Oh wow,
it was so fun. And my parents saw me on TV too. I was running around. I was trying to get on the camera.
I saw that picture of you and Cooper after. Yeah, that's sweet.
I was cheesing.
He played
Cooper
Mom
did
Bird.
ask to take a
He
picture.
asked a picture. Okay, no, that's Aura.
I mean, I can
That's
brag.
Aura,
Bro. I can brag about it. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna aura farm that for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
I remember my friend Mikey Clark had a picture. I don't know if he was at some outdoor sports game in Maine, and he grabbed a picture with Ace and Cooper when they were still young. But it was hilarious seeing that. But
I think it might have been.
That'll also be. You know what's so good? That'd also be great for Blue Waves too, because Cooper did play for Blue Wave. Same thing for Expressions too. Expressions and Blue Wave can both basically claim Cooper at the same time because he played for them at the same time.
Team Maine and
Maine
Hoops.
Maine
Maine Hoops.
United,
There's this
Maine.
one picture of Cooper that I see every time.
Yeah, every time.
And he's just sitting there.
They love that
they
picture.
always
Blue
post that.
Wave always puts that picture.
Yeah. And there's that little. Is it like that picture of Cooper when he was younger with that Blue Wave Elite jersey? Yeah, that one.
He's just
You
staring.
gotta get that jersey back. That's tough.
Oh yeah,
They should hang it
they
up
got,
in
his
the
mom,
gym.
his parents have to be collecting all of that stuff.
Probably.
Because they know he's gonna be great.
Yeah.
I don't want to say marketable, but how marketable it is because you've never seen somebody with this much attention from Maine and be able to like market Maine almost. So it's super, super interesting and super cool to see how he's bringing attention to Maine.
Exactly.
And he declared today, so you just like take a second. It's pretty sick. We're seeing in real time the whole world talk about how this kid from Maine is representing his entire state and changing basketball.
And then I'm telling you, bro, by the time he even steps in the draft room, they're going to have jerseys already being made.
Oh, my God. He's going to be...
Everybody in Maine for like a good month is going to have like a jersey of Cooper Flagg
he's
walking
gonna have
around.
like trophy
Actually,
mode.
like yesterday, I think it was
100%.
yesterday
Shout out
or on
trophy.
Friday, me and my dad, we left from our early morning workout, right? We go to Shaw's to grab some bacon to make some breakfast, and we get in. As we're going to go pay, we look over and we see trophy mode coming down the aisle.
No way.
He had that
The
Duke
Duke,
hat
bro.
with
Yep,
the
the
Duke
Duke.
sweater.
He brought Duke sales up in Maine 100%.
Exactly.
100%.
Like he's repping Duke everywhere he goes.
We need to get a Cooper. We need to get a Flagg jersey. For
Calm little
here.
Flagg
That'd
jersey
be-
right here.
That'd be awesome. But yeah, he brought up sales for Duke. He's gonna be definitely the #1 selling jersey overnight.
100%.
Right when he gets drafted.
Exactly.
Hornets, Wizards, Utah.
It doesn't
whatever.
matter. It's gonna sell
Yeah.
Imagine if they
everywhere.
get all the prediction and they like sell all 3 jerseys and everybody just goes for them.
Mhm.
Everybody's
yeah.
gonna go for them. I mean-
oh yeah, like prior to it, like guessing. Oh, that'd be sick.
People don't know, so you just have to buy all 3 of them.
Mhm.
Where do you think
That's low-key scamming. That's
Yeah,
low-key
that's
scamming.
low-key scamming.
Yo, where do you think he would like land? Because I feel I'm just like feeling Hornets.
I think. Well, he's in North Carolina right now for
Yeah.
Duke, and we
That'd
talked
make
about
his
this.
life easier.
Yeah, on a previous podcast,
He doesn't
one
have
of
to
the
travel too much.
one of like the co-owners of the Hornets is from Portland, Maine.
Yeah.
We talked about that, and that Hornets jersey looks so
It
nice
looks tough.
too.
Same
That
thing with the
Hornets
Utah Jazz
jersey.
one. The Utah Jazz one with like what's it called? Like the mountains right
Yeah,
here.
that
The
purple one.
Yeah,
that one's
that
tough.
one looked good.
Wizards, I don't know, bro.
The Wizards just too bland. It's
Yeah.
too basic. It's
Nobody
just red,
lives
white,
in
and blue.
Washington, bro.
They just go to see the White House,
Yeah.
bro. Like no one's gonna go watch the Washington
nah.
Wizards.
But all
It
right.
might though for a coup.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
he'll-
yeah, 'cause
I
it's
think
Coop though. It's Coop.
Cooper's
It's
gonna
Coop.
bring a whole herd of Mainers
Exactly,
wherever
bro.
he is. Bro.
Everywhere, you're just gonna see a bunch of Mainers following him.
Especially if they play Boston.
Oh, yo, that gym's gonna be
Oh,
full.
that's gonna
Like,
be
full.
wild. His TD Garden debut.
That's crazy.
What if Celtics trade up and get
If
Cooper?
Celtics trade him, I don't think
Yeah.
a singular Mainer's not gonna go to a Cooper Flagg game.
That's oh my god.
everybody-
Especially
Everybody-
the amount of,
Flag.
like Boston fans, they're in Maine.
Yo,
New
those
Hampshire, Massachusetts. Oh my god.
every time I say I'm a Lakers fan in front of a Boston fan, like a Boston Celtics fan, I get like persecuted so fast. Like they all just swarm me and
Yep.
just start hating on me
Yep.
because I like the Lakers.
That's like the biggest rivalry in basketball for sure.
Yeah.
Lakers Celtics.
Every hotel we went, there was always a group of Boston
Oh my
kids.
days.
And their parents are always like, watch the game. And we'd
Mm-hmm.
always be like, oh, who do you guys rooting for? Oh, Boston. And when there was this time, I think somebody made a clutch like shot or layup, and the whole hotel was just going crazy.
And well, speaking of Lakers and Celtics, we can dive into the playoffs. Lakers
yeah.
just lost to the Timberwolves.
Yeah.
You guys want to talk about that? And you guys
Bro.
watch that game?
That game was
Yeah.
it was hard to watch. We were at actually my brother's house, Ketzel. We went to go visit his newborn baby. Shout out to Khalil.
Shout out, Khalil.
He is not
Mbappe.
able to literally witness the NBA playoffs. Sad for him. But we were watching the games, and immediately off the jump, Lakers started off strong. Timberwolves, they had a slow start. This guy Israel said some nonsense. It was 9-0, and this guy goes, "The Lakers are cooking right now."
Oh no!
And I was
The
like,
second
bro,
you say that,
the second he said that, second half, and we're down by like 10. So now we're just hoping for like a couple of good possessions. And in the blink of an eye, we're down by 20. It was the worst.
I started watching like in the second or right before the end of the second or first half, and they were up and they just kind of held that lead. I saw Donze DiVincenzo just
Knocked down
some-
what's it called? The halftime three buzzer beater.
And then I saw Ant just trying to jump over everybody and dunk.
Like-
beginning of the fourth.
Oh, yeah. When Ant was
Oh
started hugging LeBron
that
at
clip,
half
bro.
court,
They're literally just like
he's
fighting.
just hugging him for some reason. And then he tried to complain about it. Like, how?
I will say it is super cool. I feel like the refs, or it might not be the refs, but the players are so much more aggressive. I was watching that Celtics game. They were letting so much stuff go you wouldn't
So
normally
much.
see in the regular season. They're just everybody's trying so much harder. It's so awesome to watch. That's why the playoffs are the best. That's why
Exactly.
you tune into the playoff podcast.
Yes, sir.
You need some of those refs.
Bro, those refs, like, we actually might need some of them, bro, because the calls that they were making, some of them were all right. Some of them made sense, but, like, not all of them did. It just depends on the situation. They let some go, but some of them they should not have let them go.
I just don't like when they let stuff go all game and then they tighten up in the last few
exactly.
minutes,
That's the
especially
worst.
a close game.
It's
But
the worst.
We had some interesting games. What do you think about Indiana beating Milwaukee?
I mean, I was expecting Tyrese Halliburton to go off. I thought Giannis was about to do something, but didn't happen. Whose view was like, yeah, Giannis about to get mad. He's about to get mad. When the game ends, it's like 100, I think, to 21. And
It was
then
117
90.
to 98.
Yeah, 117 to 98.
About a 20-point difference.
Yeah,
Well,
it was like
the Thunder Grizzlies game was a 51-point difference.
that's actually not like that's bullying. It's bullying. They were just messing around with them at this point.
131.
Like they were bullying them. I feel bad for John Morant. This has got to be a long series
So,
for them.
Going back to that Milwaukee game, Pascal Siakam kind of went off. He had, I think, 25, which is
pretty
I
sure.
think that's high for him. He's more of like
Pretty
a
high.
defensive rebounder
Yeah.
almost. But that Knicks game as well, that Knicks Pistons game, that was very good. They went on like a 21-0 run in the third or fourth quarter later in the game. That's insane. I saw this clip of like Cat with this crazy assist, and then he goes like this, like he
Yeah.
starts reacting crazy. Cat's so funny.
Yeah, Pascal Siakam had 25, and then Giannis had 36 points. He went off. Jalen Brunson was getting shut down the entire game. Like they were on him the entire time, and
score.
yeah, he couldn't score for a good amount of time. And then he got a couple of buckets off. He was able to facilitate for his team. He had Tobias Harris from the Pistons. He had 25. Sar Thompson with 10. Jalen Duren had 7. He's a big. I mean, you don't expect too much from him.
But that Cleveland game, the Heat, Donovan Mitchell's just still on a heater. He had like 30. That game was so fun to watch how Cleveland plays together.
They played, the Heat.
The Heat.
Yeah,
The Heat's like a wild card, like a dark horse almost. Like
yeah,
that team's been so weird, especially with the loss of Jimmy.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Jimmy.
And
Ever since they lost Jimmy, they're not the same team
Talking about
anymore.
Jimmy, the Golden State Warriors won. They beat the Rockets. I saw this crazy like courtside clip of some guy filming on his phone, and Curry just hits this crazy shot.
Curry
it might have
was
been
hitting
over
some
Sengun.
crazy shots all game.
He always is, bro.
Like Curry's is like it's unfair at this point. He had like 2 people guarding him all game, and he was still frying people. They're holding him, grabbing him, doing everything possible. He's still frying all of them. Curry's him, bro.
Yeah, who do you think that like MVP of the playoffs? Who you got?
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. You shouldn't argue that one. Gilgeous-Alexander. Yeah, they actually made what's it called? A commercial for the new what's it called? I'm pretty sure it's the Jurassic Park movie. There's a new one that they're making, and they have like one like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's like Gilgeosaurus. And they were studying it, and it literally says aura in a little box.
Oh, I saw this Anthony Edwards commercial, and it was like a crime scene.
Really?
And it was promoting his shoe, and it was so funny. It was like they're at a crime scene, and then they're like, what was the cause? And it was like Ant posted another person or something. That was hilarious. But
They're getting creative with these.
yeah, I can't wait to see how, because you know that Cooper New Balance ad going back to Cooper?
Yeah.
Hey.
And I feel like his signature move is probably definitely him flexing.
Oh yeah,
He's always doing
He loves it every time.
What
time.
about Ja's new shoes?
Ja's new shoes coming out. The Ja 3s, they're coming out soon. You see Ja's new the celly that he had?
Oh, which one, bro? The one who throws a grenade?
Yeah, the grenade one. His
He
excuse
said
for
it's
that.
not a grenade. It's
The excuse, he said he's like blocking out the noise.
Yeah,
or
no,
like,
that's
yeah, he's like releasing
trolling,
something.
bro.
I don't know. He said
Trolling.
something, and he got away with it.
I don't know if you've seen those memes. I see a meme. It's like Jaw celebration package, and it's the GTA like weapon circle.
That
I'm
one.
like,
I
bro.
saw that edit on TikTok. I was dying laughing.
Ooh. Oh, those are nice.
Let me see that.
The Jaw 3s, those pink ones.
Those are actually, they look like Kobe 6s. Or 8s, actually.
They almost give me some, also those like mellow shoes.
It's just, the problem is they're low balances. That, like, they're, I mean, not low balance, sorry, they're just low.
Low tops,
Yeah, they're low tops. I don't like them.
I think like Kyrie's shoe is like the best,
they have,
length.
they have the best ankle protection.
Support, because he be breaking ankles too,
Yeah.
and he can't break his own ankles.
I mean, he tore his ACL, which is not good.
I'll
but
get better,
it's
Kyrie.
all right.
Or like,
Prayers
please get
up for
better
Kyrie.
soon.
I mean,
Yeah,
he wouldn't be frying in the playoffs, bro.
Yeah, it's so. Oh, it's
That's
such
unfortunate.
would have been in the playoffs.
They would have still been in it.
Dallas with AD would have been great to watch. That or Kyrie and AD would have been great to watch on Dallas.
Yeah.
That whole game versus the Lakers, like when Luka came back against Dallas, that was super interesting to watch.
What's it called? You see during the when they do handshakes and stuff and they go to the
play
middle.
like a tribute.
Yeah, no, it was where I think Anthony Davis was like cleaning his shoes. He dapped up one of his old teammates and then he looks over to LeBron and flips him off. And like low, and like the cameraman that was behind caught it on camera.
No way.
They
LeBron
proceeded
turns
to
around.
lose that game.
No way.
Yeah,
I did not see that. That's wild.
He like flipped him off and like
imagine if they played in the playoffs.
that would be so crazy.
That would have been wild.
That would have been so
would've
fun.
been
I
crazy.
feel like they would have gotten sweep.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
I know who definitely is getting sweep.
I didn't know that the Lakers were like that. Like they lost to Timberwolves, but like I don't know. I was expecting them to kind of sweep through.
Fourth, they actually like try to come back.
They
And
tried. They tried.
They were almost, but then
They pulled away.
I think LeBron's gonna coach LeBron's gonna dig at his players, and they're gonna come out different next game. But you never know.
Coach.
The coach. But Anthony Edwards, he's got that 3-point unlocked.
Yeah,
now, so.
ever since he started knocking down those threes, he's becoming more and more unguardable.
Yeah. Speaking of the playoffs, you guys want to fill these out?
Heck yeah, let's run it.
So we're gonna do a live breakdown. So at the bottom, you're gonna fill these out yourself and have a chance to win some shoes and some accessories. At the bottom, you can put your name where it says the bracket. So I'm gonna go JoJo. So it's JoJo's bracket. And let's start in the top left. So
Yeah.
Oh yes, you're right, Coach B. At the bottom, you can fill out your name right here. And then you're just gonna break down and go through the semifinals to the conference finals to the finals, and then up top is your winner.
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna be giving away. Just posting it and entering. You're gonna get entered into the giveaway. So there's gonna be a chance. But the person who has the closest and most accurate bracket is gonna win the shoes. That's the grand prize. We got a pair of shoes that we're giving away. But So the prizes we have black and white for each of these. We have some Under God Athletics headbands. Shout out Under God Athletic. This is some super high quality stuff. If you're a sports player, you're gonna want some of these. We got some headbands. We have a white one and a black one. The black one, the black one is honestly probably one of my favorite
we were
things.
in some of them in the games.
Yes, sir.
So these are super, super nice material, like highest quality. That shirt that I have from them is honestly the best feeling athletic shirt that I have. I try to work out of that every time I work out. And then we also got some arm sleeves, a black one and a white one. and a black one. So the back you have this messaging on the back.
Yeah.
Philippians 4:13.
And then the Under God Athletics logo, super
I can do
high
all
quality.
things through God who strengthens me. That's Philippians 4:13.
Yes, sir. That's fire. And then we have some leg sleeves as well. These things are also awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of we have a white one and a black one as well. Same with the Philippians 4:13.
Oh, yeah, true.
These are like all super high quality stuff. You definitely want to get them. We're going to be giving away. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different people are going to win one of these. We're going to randomize it all. But the most accurate bracket is going to win these.
Yes, sir.
So this is going to be open right when this podcast comes out. Go to the link in our bio. You can click on that and fill out your own bracket. Take a screenshot of it, post it to your story, follow the Playoff Podcast, tag the Playoff Podcast, and then you'll automatically be entered to win. 6 people are going to win one of these pieces of sports accessories, and then the closest, most accurate bracket is going to win these shoes.
Yes, sir. You guys could win a pair of Trae Youngs. These are size 9. No, these are actually size 10s. Yeah. And you guys can win this if you have the most accurate bracket.
All right, now let's go back into these playoff brackets. You guys want to start with the first round of the Western Conference? We'll go Thunders and Grizzly. Who you got?
Thunders.
Thunder easily. I'm writing down Thunder.
Did you say Thunders, Israel?
I said Thunders.
Thunders. All right, Nuggets and Clippers. That's a little bit better.
Nuggets actually were close to losing against the Clippers last game. That was actually an
It went
interesting
into
game.
OT.
Yeah, they went to
112
OT,
to 110.
and then they won against the Clippers by 2 points.
Jokic is just on a different level.
Yeah,
I got 100%.
Nuggets. And then James Harden was going off too. He was cooking. It's just that he had foul trouble. That's the only problem.
All right.
I mean, if he didn't have that, they probably would have pulled away with the win.
Now we got Lakers and Timberwolves.
Let's pull back to that one and let's go to Rockets against
Yeah,
Rockets
because
and Warriors.
Let's rethink about
Yeah,
the
we
Lakers
gotta
and
rethink about
Timberwolves.
that one.
Rockets and Warriors is wild because it's a 2 seed and a 7 seed. But I
Yeah.
feel like the Warriors
got
are
it.
they got that.
Yeah, they have more experience in the playoffs too. Rockets
Jimmy
is
Butler and Stephen Curry's chemistry is
they are
1.2.
going off. Like it's actually
especially
unfair.
for somebody who just joined like the team.
Like he literally joined like 2 weeks, maybe 3 before playoffs, and they have this perfect chemistry.
All right. So I think we're all having the same bracket, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so
All right.
far.
We might have to change this up, but all right. Warriors and Timberwolves and Lakers. Sorry, not Warriors and Lakers. I would love to see Warriors and Lakers,
I'm gonna
but
go Lakers.
The Lakers.
I'm gonna go Timberwolves.
Woo.
Okay, and do you wanna jump into the conference finals, or should we go over to the Eastern?
Let's go to the Eastern.
Okay, let's start at the top. We have the number 1 seed, and
Cavaliers.
this one, I don't know. The Heat
Controversial.
just don't.
Here on and off.
Yeah, the Heat just don't. Yeah,
Just
Cleveland Cleveland has been on a insane run this whole
Yeah.
season, so I don't see them slowing down.
Yeah.
Me too. I have a feeling that it's inevitable for them to meet, but
they're both in the
Yeah,
same
it's
like
it's
so
nearly
gonna-
impossible for them to meet, but like they'll meet in the conference finals.
They'll meet in the conference finals.
Yeah,
finals,
they'll meet in the conference finals. I have some faith in the Pacers, kind of, but like, it's
the Pacers
'Cause-
The Pacers were a dark horse last year. Like
True.
they went crazy. Nobody thought the Pacers were gonna do anything last year, and they're back again. So I guess they're proving themselves.
yeah. I mean, they have Pascal Siakam, who has experience in the finals and in the playoffs because he won with Toronto with Kawhi, and
that was such a good series.
that series was it was
that final
absolute-
shot, Kawhi's
that
shot,
had Embiid
yeah.
crying, Embiid running to his girlfriend in the tunnel. That one,
Wait, was that the first round? No, that was the
That was
semifinal.
yeah, that was the semifinal.
Embiid's never made a conference final.
Never.
Never.
I feel bad for him. Like
Now I'm
interested. 'cause,
interested.
Like,
Now
yeah,
I'm
exactly. I don't think he
into
ever
this.
made it
So
to
the
one.
first round they played Orlando Magic.
And they beat them.
Yes, they beat.
That was when
Magic.
Orlando was so bad.
Uh,
Orlando probably
then
had
they
like
played the 76ers in the semifinals.
And then so
And then the Bucks. They played the Bucks in the conference final. So Joel Embiid has never made a conference final.
wow. But he was crying because of a semifinal game.
Man, that's why he ain't making
That's
a conference
controversial.
final.
That's so
All right.
weird.
You guys, okay, I'm behind. I need to put in my semifinal prediction.
picked
Oh,
Bucks.
this one's hard, yo. All right, let's go down to Knicks and Pistons. How are the Pistons in the playoffs?
The Pistons are actually they were doing very well. I'm gonna be honest with you. They started off strong.
Cade Cunningham.
They have a very young team. Very young.
Well, speaking of a young team, you look at the Magic playing the Celtics. Paulo had over
36.
35, 36 points.
Yeah.
He had his
He had a
three. I didn't know.
double-double.
Yeah, I didn't know his 3 game was like that. He was knocking down some crazy shots.
Yeah.
And Franz Wagner always goes crazy against the Celtics for some reason. I don't know why, but Franz Wagner goes crazy. He sauced up Tatum one time, but actually, speaking about that game, did you guys see the clip? Tatum got hurt his wrist and he was
yeah,
rolling
he
on the
landed
ground.
on his
And then
wrist.
Joe Mazzulla stopped the trainer and yelled at Tatum, "Get up!" He yells at Tatum, "Get up!" when he was
Yeah,
rolling
but that's
on the
what
ground.
my dad does all the time. Every time I'm on the floor, if I'm hurt or something, like quote unquote hurt, he'll yell at me to get up, and I'll get up every time. I'll just play through it.
I think we honestly need more of that in the NBA. I think the NBA is getting a little
Yeah.
soft. Can't lie, but I'm not a player, so I don't know that. But I think comparatively, I think there's been a lot more
College basketball.
fouls. They've been adjusting the rules, Harden.
Oh, yeah,
that
his
heart
little,
where
he
he would move into it. They banned that.
They
So
haven't stopped Luka from
Doing
drawing fouls.
What
and,
about Shea?
Shea especially.
Oh my God,
Shea and
bad.
Luka, but at some point they stopped calling the fouls. So I feel like they're starting to notice it, but it's a smart play.
I think it just slows down the game with how many fouls, and you want
Yeah.
that game to be fast paced. I don't know if they're calling fouls to get more TV timeouts or what, but I don't know. I think the faster the game is, the more entertaining it is for the viewers.
Yeah.
But
That is true because in college games, some of the college games I watched, I've seen a lot of fouls that weren't meant to be fouls. I feel like they just stopped so they could get more
and then they slap you with 4 ads. It's actually we were watching the playoffs in a hotel room in Nass during our NER weekend, right? Bro, it was a timeout. Right? And then immediately 4 ads got played back to back, and then they tried to get it back, a timeout, and then 2 more ads. It was the worst.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible. That's why
we couldn't even watch the
After-
game.
With all these streaming platforms now, I get YouTube Premium, so I don't have to watch ads.
Oh, yeah.
Now, anytime I'm watching live TV, I'm like, bro, what is this? What is this? We
Yes,
have
sir.
Knicks and Pistons.
I got Pistons.
I got the Knicks. You got a lot of faith in the Pistons. The Knicks, bro, come on. Look at the team that they have. They have Jalen Brunson. They have Cat. They have he got traded. I forget his name all the time. Hold on, I gotta find their team real quick. But they have Jalen Brunson, Cat.
I got Pistons because I got trust in the young fellas.
You like
Oh.
Cade?
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same thing with how do you call it? The Thunders. They're young, but they're the number 1 seed and they're young.
But the Thunder got Shea.
Yeah.
Shea gets
They got Shea. Shea can do
25
it all.
free throws a game.
I guess
bro.
I'll say the Pistons got Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, I mean those gritty those teams that you don't think they always play up to their competition. So
Yeah.
that'll be interesting. All right,
Wait, Josh Hart's a forward?
the next it's not even a question for me. The Celtics.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So, you think the Celtics is gonna get a quick sweep, or
I mean,
is
look
there
at me.
gonna
I look
be?
like an average Celtics fan. All
You
right.
didn't hesitate on that one.
What?
Oh, you think the Celtics are gonna sweep or not?
No, I don't think so. I think
yeah.
it'll
Maybe
be
like
4-1.
1 or 2 games.
4-1.
Yeah, I'm
No.
sensing maybe Celtics in 5, maybe.
Yeah, Celtics
Yeah,
in 5
Celtics
because
in
I
5.
feel like
It's
they
definitely not the
always let
Lakers.
up a game.
Yeah, always.
Maybe that one in Orlando, they might somewhat rest their players for the next because They might. I think they're gonna face the Knicks, and that's no joke. The Knicks, Jalen Brunson, Cat.
In both TD Gardens too.
Yeah, two
Yeah.
gardens. The battle of
two
the
gardens,
gardens. You have
yeah.
two. I think those are like the best two arenas in basketball, and I think
The most hype ones too, actually.
Madison Square itself, I honestly think it might be better than TD. I think Madison Square is like the mecca of all sports and basketball, and it is so good. And it's in New York.
Yeah.
It's in the Big Apple.
Yeah, the Big
But,
Apple.
I mean, Boston and New York, that's a good rivalry. They're so close, so it's not that bad.
Exactly, it's not that bad.
As a transportation for fans. So, they played the Pacers. Yep. They
Oh,
played
the Pacers. Never mind.
And that was a sweep.
Yeah.
That was a sweep. But that was sick to watch the Pacers make a conference final.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of the conference finals, let's go over to the West Conference Finals. Our predictions:
Yes. Conference finals for that.
Thunder and Nuggets. Ooh, this is when it gets interesting. Oh, we all have Thunder and Nuggets.
Yeah. That's what I got.
Okay.
Bet.
I'm going Thunder.
I'm gonna go.
Gilgesaurus.
I'm going Nuggets. I don't think they can stop Jokic.
They got Chet though. Chet literally can see Jokic's head, like the top, like right here.
Jokic is so much bigger though.
True.
Jokic
But he moves
bully
kind
him.
of slow though.
All right, let's move on to our semifinal predictions. This is when we're starting to change up our predictions, I think. So I think we should just roll through the rest of this, maybe.
I got Lakers.
Right down.
Hey guys, don't say your answers.
Yeah, we'll save our answers for you.
Yeah.
All right.
I have a good feeling I might have a perfect bracket.
Oh, this is when it starts getting hard,
Yeah.
though. This is crazy. All
But
right.
that'd be unfair if I had the perfect bracket. I'll just give it out
You
anyway.
get your shoes back.
Just give my shoes back. They don't even fit me, bro. I put the Magic instead of the Celtics.
Oh, bro, that's your gut. That's your gut telling you.
Oh wait, maybe it is. Wait, hold on.
Don't do that.
Imagine though.
No way they're gonna beat the Celtics.
Yo, Magic in 7.
All right, I got my prediction already.
He has definitely Celtics all the way.
100%. Who's gonna beat them? Who do you think is gonna? Cleveland?
LeBron.
I don't think these people are gonna be able to read my handwriting, but we can show them. I have the Celtics winning it all. I have a Warriors Celtics matchup again. I have that.
You have a Warriors Celtics?
Finals,
I
yeah.
have a Lakers Celtics.
Oh, that's fire. That's fire. And what about you? Who's winning?
So
Lakers.
basically,
Come on, man. Come on.
I have I know, yeah, I have a Thunder winning. I have Thunder winning it all.
Ooh, we all got different answers. That's spicy.
Imagine we all get it wrong and then Cleveland wins.
If Cleveland wins,
Cleveland, this is for you.
So I first
LeBron's gonna demand a trade last second.
No, I first had Cleveland and
GM.
Lakers.
Look, GM.
I first had Cleveland and Lakers, but then I realized Celtics and Lakers would be a better matchup, so I decided to go Celtics and Lakers.
No, like literally, LeBron's capable of trading teams whenever he wants. Like,
Yeah.
this guy literally runs the NBA.
Well, think about him alone. Like,
But,
he
like-
could just be like, I'm leaving, and just create a trade for some crazy whole team trade.
You think
I mean,
LeBron?
they almost traded
Go
I was gonna say Knipple. I was gonna say Knipple.
I was gonna say, you guys like a nipple?
Yeah, I was about to say Knipple, but I realized he's from Duke. I'm like, nah. that's
He
not
just
the player.
declared for the draft, though.
Yeah. Really?
Shout out Don.
Oh yeah.
He's probably they said he's something about like 12.
Oh, so yeah, today Ryan, he's down in Florida doing some clinics. For shout out Ryan Martin.
Yes, sir.
He's
Shout
been
out Ryan.
super sportive. Also, May 16th, Lake Region High School, we're doing that free throw event.
Everybody
Free
for that.
Maine Love, raising money for charity, the Frommies Foundation and Pat Moody Foundation. It's going to be an amazing day. If you're not doing anything, swing through. But Ryan Martin today, he was just thinking. He posted on his story and he was like, if MJ played one more year, he stopped at like right in 2003, and then LeBron gets drafted in 2003. So if MJ played another year, LeBron could have had the chance to play against both MJ and now inevitably Cooper Flagg, which is crazy because they're like 45 years in age gap. I think they're like 45 years in age gap. So the fact that he could play against both Michael Jordan all the way to Cooper Flagg, who was going to be the modern day Michael Jordan, is insane. LeBron's crazy for how long he's played.
Bro, I got some rage bait for these MJ fans. You realize, like, why did he retire when LeBron was getting drafted? That's a question you can't really answer. But you also could add some conspiracy theories.
I heard that they played against each other when LeBron was in like high school, and he beat him, and he beat Michael. Yeah.
Because I would say LeBron could 100% cook Jordan, even in his prime. I'm gonna stand on that. With
Both
my
their
whole
primes
entire
are,
heart,
like-
10 toes down.
I mean, both their primes
Both
are like.
their primes, Jordan. I mean, Jordan's just more of a winner, bro. He's got more chance.
But, like-
LeBron's been in the league like twice as long as Jordan, bro. And I think he's more of a winner. He's got that competitive
Now,
edge.
I'm gonna stand on that. You wanna know why? Because I used to tell people that LeBron is my uncle, so I'm gonna always stand on that. I used to tell people that every time, and they believed me.
Okay, fair
I said
enough.
this. I said this on one of these
Fair
episodes.
enough. He's your uncle.
I gotta make sure people
LeBron's
know.
my cousin.
Yo, no, chill. He's my brother, bro. That's my brother, bro. That's my brother.
I'm his nephew.
Nah, chill. That's my brother, bro.
I'm his nephew.
On top of
I'm keeping. Actually, even every day at school, I had a teacher, one of my math teachers, because we have like 3 teachers in one room. Mr. J, shout out to Mr. J. Every time he sees me, he does this, basically signaling Jordan. But I say LeBron's better always. I always tell him that. And we literally have debates every time.
It's such a crazy debate because everybody's going to have their own opinion, and it's all so subjective. Anybody can think, because some people are going to think, oh, championship. Some people are going to think, oh, stats.
Yeah.
So I think,
Yeah, if it's it should
I think
definitely.
I think
No,
winning. If you're a
what's it
winner,
called?
bro.
Something. No, is it Robinson?
Russell?
Bill Russell.
Yeah, Bill
obviously.
Russell has like
He
11
runs-
championships.
he runs
if
the
you're thinking championships. But
Literally,
then,
the reason why the Celtics are in a championship conversation.
Yeah.
And then what's it called? Jason Tatum's chip, and then yeah.
That's it.
I would say
Yo,
Larry
but
Bird.
11 chips.
11
chips
chips,
is a
Bill Russell.
lot.
He was also the coach. He was
He
also
was
like
the coach?
He was coaching and playing. Yeah, I remember
Yo.
watching. That was when the Lakers and Celtics rivalry started. It was, like Magic Johnson, or that was Kareem.
There's
at
a whole
the time,
film
but-
about it too.
No,
Yeah,
I'm telling
yeah,
you, bro.
well,
He was
it might be
probably
on
saying,
Netflix.
Yeah, that
he's
No
probably
promo,
in a
but-
full suit, right, coaching. He sees his team is down by 30. Time out. Puts on his
Let me
jersey,
get it.
drops like a smooth 100, and then goes back to coaching.
And he's still gonna talk trash to you in the middle of the game.
Bro, like that's actually unfair, bro. Imagine getting
Oh.
cooked by the coach.
And
How is that possible, bro?
well, if you want to talk statistics, Wilt's the GOAT.
Yeah.
He has the most points in a game, crazy stats like 40, 40, 40, 40, whatever it is.
But if we're talking
So,
about accolades, that
LeBron.
goes straight to LeBron.
Yeah. So then people say, well, it's just because he played for this long, blah blah blah. But I think everything's different. That's why I think there's just thing you just go for the greatest for all sports. That's where I'm like MJ. You know, MJ. He created mainstream basketball. He was the one who brought all the attention. Yeah, they used to like the aura he had is unmatched compared to LeBron's aura. Like
No, but
you don't have that many people.
Did he have people making songs for him though?
Yeah,
Got
bro.
him.
Bro,
Got
Kendrick
him.
Lamar
Got
has a
him.
song named
But it's
Michael
not-
Got
Jordan.
him.
He has a song named Michael
But it's not
Jordan.
compared to next. It's not
Yeah,
compared to like.
if AI was around during Jordan, then he would be everywhere, bro.
That's true. That's true.
Nah, have you seen people like editing his head on Jesus' body? Like
They,
why?
they used to call him. That's what Reggie Miller, I think. He calls him like that black cat or like Black Jesus. He was
Yeah.
like,
But Kobe didn't like that though.
Yeah, Kobe didn't like
Felt
that.
disrespected.
Yeah, he
He's
felt.
like, why y'all calling him that, bro?
Yeah.
Just call him Mike.
rest in peace, Kobe. Kobe's another great. That
Yeah.
I think he was
People
just.
never talk about Kobe when it comes to like the goats of basketball.
I think he's just.
They like
His-
they
I
put
feel like
him
he's
under
top three, though.
MJ's
He
and
should be
like
top
MJ and LeBron's shadow. I don't know why they do that.
I'd say top 10 for sure, maybe top 5. He was just so much greater than basketball, and his influence was so empowering to
I mean,
anybody.
most
to
of these
everybody.
people like that are in the league right now always looked up to Kobe, MJ, and LeBron.
Yep.
Those three.
Yep.
So 100%, those are my 3 goats.
No,
Yeah.
Steph. Well, the thing is, I think Steph. People aren't necessarily inspired, like looking at Steph, but the fact he changed the game for 3-point. That's
Yeah,
why
they just
I
see him
think
as a shooter. That's
since
it.
2016, and that was also had to do with LeBron when they were playing against each other. That was one of the most legendary matchups in history. LeBron and Curry. So I think
That was probably one of the best NBA eras out of all time.
peak, yeah, 100%. And
Best trade ever too, Kevin Durant.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that.
But like that trade was controversial. It was
Yeah.
like it helped them, but also didn't help them. It's like he was just there to get a ring and then leave.
Yeah, exactly. But it was all that was such a crazy time in the NBA. I think it's why Curry is so great is because he beat LeBron and all of his big super team with just Clay.
Yeah.
And well, Draymond if you want to include Draymond and Iguodala. Iguodala.
I want Iguodala, bro.
Can't forget
It's probably
Iggy.
the reason why they won, man.
Iguodala
That
is
was
just
in
like
his
he's an
prime, too.
underrated player, but he does like the good things that help you win.
Fundamentals. But I think going back to the debate, in no order, but this is the order. Jordan, LeBron, Curry, because I think Curry changed the game so much. LeBron's got the accolades, and then Jordan's the winner, and he created the NBA we know today. That's my final opinion.
All right. Yeah, I respect that.
We're cool with that. We'll let it slide.
I'll let it slide. Let it slide.
Okay, yeah, we can wrap up here. This was just a quick emergency podcast on the playoff podcast. So we want to say congrats, Cooper. We can't wait to see you play in the league.
Yes,
it's going to
sir.
be so much fun. We're going to be covering it as we go, and you've changed Maine so much.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Cooper, for doing the things that you've done with us. Thank you for that picture at the Civic Center. Had me cheesing ear to ear. I was like so happy.
Yeah, man. Thank you, Cooper, for everything you done for Maine community. It was just great seeing you play. You're a big inspiration for all of us all, and we're gonna see you one day, man. You're gonna see all the main players, the young kids.
Well, that is something. I mean, we got to wrap up, but I'm saying he's gonna see the difference that he made in Maine. It's so cool. It's gonna be tangible to see how much he's affected Maine. And that's so much bigger than just basketball. If you're making an impact, that makes you one of the greats.
Yes, sir. And also a quick shout out to one of our subscribers from Bonnie Eagle. They asked to give a quick shout out to Bonnie
sir.
Eagle.
Shout out Bonnie
Shout
Eagle.
out Bonnie Eagle, all your schools, elementary, middle school, high school. Shout out to y'all. Thank you guys for supporting us. We appreciate it. And whenever you want to come to the podcast, just let me know and I got you.
Obviously, let's do a shout out to Maine Love. Their flavors are gonna be coming locally. They're the best water you can get. Like really, there's only a certain amount of water that Sebago Lake can give. These people
Lovely
get
water.
from Sebago Lake, and Maine Love. Let's grow Maine. Let's grow Maine together. This is gonna be bigger than Liquid Death.
Yes, sir.
Follow Joe Deshane MP4 on Instagram. We've been going crazy. Make sure you check out the playbook on the TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
Playbook on the IG. We're
Yep.
almost at 1,000 on the Playoff Podcast IG, which is absolutely insane. When I started shooting videos 2 years ago, it was crazy for me to even see 1,000 followers. Never mind how quickly this channel's grown. So thank you for all of the support, and we'll catch you next time.
Yes, sir.